Hi, my name is Dasha Alexandrova. I'm an artist from Belarus and I'm glad to tell you a little about myself. As a child, I was a rather anxious and hypersensitive child with a lot of fears. Often I escaped into my fantasies and made up worlds in order to protect myself from reality, in which there was a misunderstanding of peers, children's social phobia, introvertism, and difficult parental relationships. For a long time, I couldn't understand who I was and what I wanted from life, but I realized one thing: art helps and allows you to better understand yourself. That's why I later went to study history of art. As a teenager, I didn't know how to cope with emotions, which developed into neurosis and hysterics due to my excessive sensitivity and sense of justice. At some point, I tried drawing and felt an insight. I realized that this was real therapy for me. That is, initially I perceived paintings as a means of getting rid of my inner demons and contradictions. For a very long time, I painted pictures only for myself and hid them in a shelf. It seems to me that showing them meant being naked in front of people, but my family and my friends, having accidentally seen them, said that these were interesting artworks and were worth showing to the world. Every my picture reflects me and my reactions. These are my emotions. Through images that don't exist in nature, often anthropomorphic, I show my inner state, reflection, and experiences. I enjoy to play with images, crossbreeding man and animal, because I believe that at the basic of man lies something wild and animal. Of course, my work is also influenced by where I live. I live in a rather patriarchal country, and often in my works there is a trigger on the topic of motherhood and the pressures of society that a woman must become a mother. I reflect on this topic. And also many paintings on the theme of absurdity, misunderstanding, sadness, and anxiety. If we talk about the influence of my work, then these are different talented people for me whom I respect. I focus on artists who break stereotypes and don't betray themselves for the sake of something fashionable and popular. I like creators who delve into the very depth of souls and subconscious. My favorite artist is René Magritte. He plays perfectly on the theme of the absurd. And I also adore David Lynch. Now I wanted to show my creativity to as many people as possible. For me, this will be an overcoming because for a long time I was afraid to show my artwork and reveal my soul. I really want to get out of my comfort zone. I think artists often have imposter syndrome, a lot of doubts that what you create is needed by someone, often low self-esteem and a tendency to self-regulation. Artists need to learn not to be afraid to be open and bring art to the masses. If I were to give advice to myself and yours, I would tell myself not to be afraid to show myself, not to care about the opinion of others, of my country, to be more courageous, and would advise me to walk more and not be hysterical. I'm a self-taught artist, and for me, this is really a plus, since I'm absolutely free in form, color, and other things. For me, content is much more important than form, and I often deliberately make incorrect proportions. This is my protest. When I walk, I really like to listen to music. The symbiosis of creativity is important to me. Music provokes fantasies. I hate silence. I love rock or indie, for example, Radiohead or Depeche Mode. It's important for me when my work is assisted by people who previously didn't understand contemporary art. They told me that my artwork is not understandable but touches some strings of the soul, which means I was able to show the necessary emotions. I also don't like to explain the meanings of my paintings. I enjoy it when people figure it out themselves and they discover something in themselves. Moreover, I cannot always explain when I'm involved in art creation. It's pure emotion and impulse. I never have a clear plan for what I will draw. I hope that when people look at my paintings, they will discover something new in themselves and stop being afraid to look their fears and anxieties in the eyes. My art should not be comfortable. It should be deep. It should evoke feelings. Thank you for your attention to my art.